Hi traders, today we'll talk about VWAP. This indicator helps us read the dynamic context. VWAP tells us if price is trending or ranging, and what the most probable direction to follow is, up or down. In the first video, we said every episode answers 4 questions. Where is the best place to trade? What mode is the market in right now? Who is pushing the move? How do we confirm the entry? In episode 2, we covered the foundation. Where? Volume profile for zoning and context. Today is episode 3, and we answer the second question. What mode is the market in right now? Is it trading, ranging, or transitioning? And the best tool to simplify this is VWAP, because VWAP is not just a line. VWAP is the volume-weighted average price, the average price of the session, weighted by volume. It's basically the session's fair price. So here is the first core idea you must remember. If price is above VWAP, we favor buy trades. Traders are accepting price above the volume-weighted average price. If price is below VWAP, we favor sell trades. Traders are accepting price below fair value. But important, VWAP is not a buy above/sell below strategy. VWAP is a mode tool. It tells you if the market is balanced and choppy or trending and directional. Now there are tools that also allow VWAP standard deviation bands. Very useful to read the market. And the most used standard deviations are 1, 2, 3. These bands are extremely useful because they help you understand when price is balanced and rotating, when price is trending and holding, and when price is extended and ready for a potential reversal. How does VWAP tell you the market mode? Think about what we discussed about the context given by volume profile. Bullish above VAH, bearish above VAL, rotational between those. We are calling it a static context because it is based on something that was already plotted in the past and it is not changing like previous VAL, VAH, POC, etc. We are using the VWAP the same, but as a dynamic context. Why dynamic? Because the VWAP and the bands are moving in real time. Now here's the shortcut. Don't overcomplicate VWAP. Just ask, where is the price relative to VWAP and the bands? And is it holding or rejecting? Mode 1. Balanced or choppy market between +1 and -1 standard deviation. If the price is trading between +1 and -1, and it keeps getting rejected at those bands, that's a strong clue the market is balanced and choppy. In this mode, VWAP is a magnet price, rotates, you see many crosses, and mean reversion is common. So if the price can't accept above +1 or below -1, it often means the market is not ready for direction. It's just rotating around fair value. Mode 2, trend market, holding above +1 or below -1. Now here is the clean trend definition that most strategies use. If the price is above +1 and it is holding the +1 band on the retest and the VWAP angle is up, then we have a nice trend up move. So you want to see price above VWAP acceptance, above +1, retest holding +1. As support, VWAP slope angle pointing up. The reverse is true for bearish trends. If the price is below -1, it holds -1 on the retest, and the VWAP angle is down. Then we have a nice trend down move. So you want price below, VWAP acceptance, below -1, retest holding -1. As resistance, VWAP slope/angle, pointing down. In trend mode, the mindset changes. You don't want to fade the move too much. You want to trade continuation and use VWAP or bands as dynamic support or resistance. Mode 3, fast trend pullbacks, when we have a +2 and -2 reaction. Now, during strong trend moves, price can move fast and pull back shallow. In these cases, +2 and -2 bands can create very clean reactions on retracements. So in a strong bullish trend, price can ride +1, but in fast moves, pullbacks can react at +2 or even snap back quickly after touching it. Same in bearish fast moves. Price can ride -1 and retracements can respect -2 as a reaction zone. Mode 4, extended moves and reversal zones, like +2 to +3 and from -2 to -3. Standard deviation. Now, after an extended move and multiple waves, when the market is stretched or overextended, the +2, +3 or -2, -3 bands can become a nice reversal area, especially if you also have a volume profile resistance zone at +2 or +3, or a volume profile support zone at -2 or -3. That confluence is powerful because you are combining extension away from fair value, detected with the help of VWAP bands, with real volume-based zones from volume profile. This is where you start seeing exhaustion, failure to continue, and potential reversal conditions. The best approach is to combine VWAP with volume profile zones. Remember, we already have where to place orders from the volume profile. VWAP helps you decide what mode the market is in, and this changes your plan. VWAP is your filter. It tells you if your zone trade is aligned with the day's mode or if you're fighting rotation. The 3 most common VWAP situations used in many strategies. Setup 1. Trend continuation pullback. That mean the VWAP +1 or -1. Hold standard deviations hold. In a bull trend, we see price above VWAP. Then price breaks the +1 standard deviation and holds it on the retest. VWAP angle is up. In this case, we look for a retest of the +1 standard deviation and a continuation of the up move. Sometimes the pullback is deeper, down to VWAP, but the best scenario is when the +1 standard deviation holds and acts as support. Bear trend, price below VWAP, breaks the -1 standard deviation and holds it on retest, VWAP angle down. Then you look for a retest at the -1 standard deviation that act as a resistance and continuation of the down. Setup 2, balanced rotation. That means the price rejections at +1 and -1 standard deviations. If the market keeps rejecting +1 and -1 and rotating through VWAP, expect choppy conditions, expect mean reversion on the +1 and -1 standard deviations. Don't force trend trades until price clearly breaks the +1 or -1 standard deviation. You can expect it to bounce between the +1 and -1 standard deviation bands, like a temporary support or resistance areas. This is not the best environment for taking trades, but when combined with other tools, we can still catch good moves. Setup 3, extension reversal area on +2, +3 or -2, -3+, volume profile zone. After multiple waves and an extended move. If price hits +2 or +3 standard deviation into a volume profile resistance zone, you can start watching for reversal conditions. Of course, you don't want to enter blindly at the area. Wait for the price to react. Watch delta to confirm it's in your favor and use the footprint and big orders to see real action in your desired direction. Same on the downside. -2 or -3 standard deviation into a volume profile support zone. This can become a reversal area. The same combined with a nice price reaction in your favor. Most used VWAPs by trading style. Now, another important thing, the VWAP you use depends on your trading style. For intraday and scalping, the most used VWAPs are daily VWAP, RTH session VWAP. For swing trading, the most used VWAPs are weekly VWAP, daily VWAP, and sometimes the monthly VWAP as well. Pro tips, The retest of the bands, or VWAP, is not always perfect. Expect price to go a little beyond the lines. That's why we use other tools like footprint, delta, or big trades to decide if the market is prepared to move in our direction. Use multi-timeframe VWAPs for context and key areas. There are strategies that use multi-timeframe VWAPs to read the context and to find key areas. For example, you can watch the monthly, weekly, and daily VWAPs and their standard deviation bands to see where price is, read the overall context and expectations, and plan the best scenario. Example: on this screen, we have the monthly VWAP and its standard deviation bands, the weekly VWAP and its standard deviation bands, and the daily VWAP and its standard deviation bands. We're interested in the dynamic context to see whether we should favor buy trades or sell trades. From this chart, we want to interpret the most probable move price can make based on its statistical behavior relative to VWAP and the standard deviation bands. Let's start with the monthly context. We can observe that the context was strongly imbalanced to the downside, touching the -3 standard deviation and using it as a reversion zone. Price retested the -1 standard deviation. Sellers tried to defend it but didn't manage. Price broke the -1 standard deviation, and now the context switched from imbalanced down to balanced. At the same time, we also switched the bias from bearish to bullish. What do we expect the price to do? As long as it stays between the -1 and +1 standard deviation bands and holds within that range, we expect price to rotate between these two levels. So on the monthly VWAP, the context is rotational, with likely destinations at VWAP and then the +1 standard deviation. Let's see what happened on the weekly VWAP chart. The context switched from imbalanced down to balanced, and currently price broke the +1 standard deviation. So the current context is bullish. As long as price holds the +1 standard deviation, we can say we have a trend up and we favor buy trades. The weekly context is bullish and supports long setups. Now on the daily VWAP, we are waiting for a nice buy trade that is supported by the higher time frame context. We can observe that after a short imbalance to down context at the beginning of the day, buyers became stronger and pushed price higher. Price broke the +1 standard deviation and held it, which gives us a bullish context. Immediately after the New York session open, we see sellers trying to push price down toward VWAP, but they didn't even manage that. Buyers were too strong, pushed price back above VWAP, and held it for a period around the +2 standard deviation. On the retest of the +1 standard deviation, buyers refueled and moved price even higher. VWAP slope is up. The monthly and weekly context support buy trades, and we have a nice support area at the +1 standard deviation from both the weekly and daily charts. This can be a nice long opportunity. Reminder: VWAP is just a tool. Entry decisions should be taken in a strong area, and volume profile plus VWAP can help you define it. Also, the entry decision should be supported by delta, footprint, and other order flow tools that show sellers becoming weaker and buyers stepping back into the market. This is one way to use multi-timeframe VWAP and standard deviation bands to trade in the most probable direction. And if you are an intraday trader, try to have a good reason from both RTH VWAP and daily VWAP to enter in a specific direction. When both are aligned, your probability improves. When they conflict, that means one is showing you a bullish context and one a bearish context, you become more selective, or you wait. Best setup: both RTH and daily VWAP charts are above or below +1 or -1 standard deviation. This is a nice trend opportunity. A medium setup for long. On one VWAP chart, the price is below +1 standard deviation but above VWAP That means good for buy but balanced market. And on the other chart, the price is above +1 standard deviation, showing you the buyer's power and a bullish context. The reverse for the short, on one VWAP chart, the price is above -1 standard deviation, but below VWAP. That means good for a short but balanced market. And on the other chart, the price is below -1 standard deviation, showing you the seller's power and a bearish context. Not a good idea scenario. On one VWAP chart, the price is showing you a bullish context, and on the other one, a bearish condition. This is a dissonance, and the trades are not recommended until we can't see a clear direction. Another pro tip: there are strategies that use the previous day and previous week VWAP and standard deviation bands. These are considered static levels and treated as key levels. Here is an example of how price can react at a previous VWAP or its standard deviation bands. Of course, we're not entering blindly. But if we have a key area like the previous VAH, and we also have the previous day plus 1 standard deviation in the same zone, the area becomes stronger. As you can see, price reacts and rejects nicely in this area. And even without seeing the real dominance in the market yet, because we haven't discussed delta and footprint, we can still spot nice trades. Price has 2 reasons to react there. The more reasons you gather to enter, the higher the chances of a high quality, high probability trade. Remember, sometimes less is more. In our Levels Pro indicator, which plots most of the key areas used in common strategies, we included these levels as well. The indicator automatically draws levels when there are 2 or more confluences at the same price. So it's a shortcut for you to see everything on one chart. You can find the link in the description. Short and quick recap: VWAP works best with location, that means with volume profile zones. VWAP alone is not enough. The key is not the first cross. The key is acceptance and holding. VWAP angle matters. Slope, up or down, supports trend mode. Flat, supports balance. Bands are context tools, +1, -1, often define balance, versus trend, +2, +3, show extension. If nothing is clean, do nothing. Tiny homework to practice the VWAP. Open the last 5 sessions and do this. Mark VWAP and the 1, 2, 3 deviation bands. Classify the dynamic context. Balanced chop between +1 and -1. Trend day. Holding +1 or -1 with VWAP slope. Extended move. Tagging +2, +3 or -2, -3. Note where volume profile zones align with bands. If you're intraday, compare daily VWAP versus RTH VWAP. Are they aligned or conflicting? In the next episode, we answer question number 3. Who is pushing the move? That's delta, where you can see buyers versus sellers in real time, and you can decide better when to enter into a trade in the key areas. Quick disclaimer: this video is for education only, not financial advice. Trading involves risk. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.